My current guest, back in studio after being banned from the River's Edge radio network. You notice he's been gone for many, many months, and we at the River's Edge questioned his credibility. We questioned whether he really knew anything about what he was talking about, and honestly, we questioned his integrity with the state grant that he was using to study different aquatic life in the Pittsburgh area. But he says he claims to have new credentials. He claims to have reformed his ways, so I understand. So we welcome back Mr. Stephen Lipko, marine biologist. Mr. Lipko, how are you today?
Doing well. Thanks for having me on again, Brian. I'm glad you've seen the error of your ways.
The error of my ways. Excuse me. We threw you off the show, sir. We were very hesitant to bring you back, actually. It's against my better judgment that we're having this conversation right now.
Well, I appreciate your apology.
Apology. You need to apologize to me and my guests for wasting our time. How many hours, when you add up all the minutes of wasted time, have we indulged with you, Mr. Lipko?
I don't think any of it was wasted time, but, that's all in the past. I'm willing to forgive.
All right, let's move forward and let's talk about aquatic life in the Monongahela and in the Allegheny, the Ohio. Here in Pittsburgh, we are very fortunate to have 3 rivers that run through the city, and it makes it a great recreational activity of boating and fishing, all sorts of great recreational activities that we are allowed to enjoy here in Pittsburgh due to our landscape. But the seasons are changing. We are moving from spring into fall. The weather starts to get warmer. And we also have a lot of thunderstorms that come in the summer. So what are some things that maybe boaters and fishers need to be weary of in the waters that they are enjoying?
Well, I think what most boaters and swimmers need to realize is that raining seasons, high levels of rain, more than average rainstorms, that is prime time for monster breeding. We're going to see an unprecedented amount of little monsters, as I call tadpoles, just attacking and just causing havoc all over the Pittsburgh area.
Mr. Lipko,
we are living in dark times.
It is my understanding that you renounced the monster. Your foundings came inconclusive. They came out inconclusive. Let's be honest. The entire theory of a monster living in the Monongahela, that's more myth and legend than real hard science.
Well, inconclusive scientifically just means that we need more money for more research.
Of course. Always hitting up the governor for a few extra coins, are you?
We do. We can.
So you're advocating more money to aid further research. Well, what do you plan to accomplish? Do you plan to use these finances to help the people of the city of Pittsburgh, or to make the water safer? I'll indulge you for a minute with the whole monster situation. What about these babies of the monster, the offspring, are troublesome? What worries you about these children towards the swimmers and the boaters and the fishers and everything else? Why do you bring this up?
When you get older monsters, they tend to be more mature. They tend to be less violent. Whereas these young ones, they come in, they have a lot to prove. They start messing up the area. They start committing all sorts of crime. It's terrible. It's like they're young, they're rambunctious, and they haven't quite
kind of like a moody teenager almost.
Pretty much, except imagine a teenager that's about 60 feet long, full of scales. It has about 40 sharp teeth.
How has no one seen the monster or any of its offspring, given the size and the power and the force that it commands?
Well,
that makes no sense to me.
Well, you see, what we've been theorizing lately is that the monsters, especially the young ones, have the ability to cloak themselves
of course,
all the pollution and and other such substances in the rivers.
How do you hold your argument? How does your argument hold any kind of water as the oceans become cleaner?
See, it's all just them adapting to the cleaner water.
Oh, okay.
They seem to have the ability to adapt to
It's
their
like a chameleon
their
almost. They can just
exactly.
okay.
We have reason to believe that they are part chameleon.
Oh, really? Okay. Now, what evidence do you have to suggest that? How did you draw those conclusions?
Well, no one's been able to disprove it yet. So
Oh, okay.
I believe that's points in our field.
Oh, I see. I see. So, that seems like very shady science to me, sir. If you don't mind me saying.
Well, it's once again why we need more funding so we can have better discussions about this.
I see. Where did you say your new credentials came from? You contacted the network begging to come back on air, and you claim to have a new set of credentials, a new degree. Can you please elaborate on what that is? Because honestly, it seems just like more of the same old hogwash that we've been swallowing since day one.
Well, you see, now, instead of having a degree from one of these special colleges, I myself have started the Stephen Lipko University.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's we're in the process of being accredited, and very soon you'll be able to earn your own degree in monster studies.
Where will I be able to attain this degree? Is it online only, of course? Is that what I'm assuming?
Well, it's online right now, but I'm hoping to open up at least 50 universities across the state of Pennsylvania, possibly worldwide.
Really? Really? That's very ambitious, and I'm assuming that this is all funded through some sort of a state grant.
Well, we get our money from wherever we can.
Can you elaborate on wherever we can is? Because, I mean, I don't know, this whole Stephen Lipko University just seems like some kind of a scheme.
Well, I don't know if any of my donors would appreciate me saying their names out loud. You know, some of them might hold some kind of office. Some of them might have, other occupations. I don't think they.
Well, is this university?
I'm in a position.
Is it private or public? Is it going to be publicly traded, or is it a private university? And not private as far as private versus public school. I'm talking about, is it private as in you own it completely, or is it something where people can buy stocks and have a share in this university?
Well, I'll say that there is definitely stock in it.
So,
whether or not people are able to buy it yet, we haven't quite got to that point yet.
Well, when you get to that point, then I will be demanding that you turn over all of the financial information, so that way maybe I'm interested in buying a stock, and I need to know how this thing is financed. I think that's sensible.
And then maybe you yourself can have a degree in monster studies, right?
It just seems like complete balderdash. It's what kind of were you smoking? Medical marijuana is becoming legal in Pennsylvania. Did you just jump the gun and you were doing a little puff while you came up with this idea, or how did you come to this conclusion? It seems ridiculous.
I don't believe in marijuana. I believe that is a substance created by the monsters to lure us into a false sense of security.
It's made out of a plant.
And there are plenty of plants in the ocean and in water.
You've heard of the situation in Cincinnati where a gorilla was killed due to a child who got away from their parent. I want to know what your thoughts are in regards to this situation where this endangered gorilla was killed, being that you work so closely with animals, so you claim, even though the only animal that you're studying with taxpayer money has never been seen by anyone, including yourself. So I'm still kind of stumped on how you're some sort of an expert on animals, but you claim to be, so I'm taking you at your word. What is your thoughts on this situation in Cincinnati?
So I've been following that situation quite closely. Very tragic.
It is. I agree.
That gorilla was indeed. I believe personally he was a victim of the monster conspiracy. They have been gorillas and
How does that even make any sense? This is Cincinnati. This is in
Yes,
Cincinnati.
yes, and the good gorillas of Cincinnati have shown amazing support in our fight against the Mon monster, going into a completely
It's an
different
animal.
state.
What do you think this is,
Yeah,
Planet of the Apes?
humans are animals too.
Okay, well, we are an evolved species.
And who's to say that this gorilla was not evolved? That just seems
So you think the
primitive to me.
toddler went in there to sabotage the gorilla? You think the toddler was an agent of the Mon monster and it was shot down
I
in some
believe
sort
that
of elaborate
child was-
scheme?
I believe that child was placed there by the Mon monster in order to stir this up, in order to form the assassination.
How?
of this
Mind
boy.
control?
No, Mon monsters tend to, like I said before, they have certain cloaking abilities. They can blend in with their environment. We believe in.
Well, if
at
it's as
Stephen
big as
Lipko
it
University-
says, don't you think it's going to interrupt traffic? Don't you think something is going to hit it while it's walking in this amazing cloak that it possesses somehow?
Well, it's an aquatic creature. It was able to get by through the water systems and such.
Is there even
Possibly
a
even
water... Is there even a body of water that connects Pittsburgh to Cincinnati?
It probably traveled through the sewage systems.
But if it's that big, how does it travel through the sewage system? See, you are just creating a web of contradictions, sir.
Well, from what we can tell, the Mon monster may be able to change
Oh, it
its
can change its size. Oh, of course it can. Sir, you are talking complete bullshit, and you are wasting the time of the thousands and thousands of listeners we have here on the River's Edge.
I'll have you know, I have a degree from the Stephen Lipko School.
Oh, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Along with, where did your other degree come from? Bullshit.
That's not important. What's important is the new college. I'm moving forward with the studies and our everything Mon monster related.
I've made a terrible mistake bringing you back. A terrible mistake. I apologize to everyone listening. Actually, I don't give a shit about you, so I apologize to myself for wasting my time. I apologize to Tyler for wasting his time. You disgust me. You disgust me, sir.
Yes, well, one day when we have absolute proof of the Mon monster, then we will see who is disgusted.
We'll see. Thanks again for nothing, and hopefully we never have you back. That's Stephen Lipko. I'm Brian Crawford. Stay tuned. We'll wrap up the show next on the River's Edge Radio Network.